Okay, it's May 17, 2012. This is the Raynham Planning Board. I call the meeting to order. First on the agenda, a lot releases for Campbell Court.
I think Marnie is that? No? Lot releases? I don't have a Form J. I mentioned that to John, that we did a Form J. Do you know, was you doing it or Rick would be doing it?
I thought Rick would be doing it, he's building the house, right?
We don't have a Form J.
We did receive a certified bank check in the amount of John Schmidt's estimate.
We have the information.
109,000.
Yes, plus.
Well, why don't we take a motion that we approve Form J when,
Well, who has to sign it?
What have they asked for what lots have they asked to be released? All of them?
All of them,
Imagine.
yeah.
Yeah, well, that's the question, what needs to be released?
Well, because.
The ones on Campbell Court, the one in the back on Ransom?
Now, how many covenants do we have?
We have money to finish the road. So once we've got the money to finish the road, I don't know why we would hold any lots.
Is it only the two on Campbell Court that get released? The back one on the cul-de-sac of Ramson? That's not really, that road, that isn't covered by the bond, so that's not involved in the Form J?
Well, technically, I don't think the Mastria lots are covered, period. But,
So it's just the two front lots?
well, all of,
Oh, the whole street, right?
yeah,
Oh, you're
all
releasing
of
on Campbell
the.
Court?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
well.
what else
yeah,
is
I
on
don't know.
Campbell's
Sorry.
Court?
I didn't do the Form J.
it's my house and,
Well,
Your
yeah,
house
but
Yours is released.
they
yours-
have,
Yours isn't under a covenant, is it?
oh, yeah.
Oh, it's still under a covenant?
That's what's under the covenant, is their lots. The
Your
act-
house.
The Mastria lots are not under covenant. His house, his frontage is on Darrington Drive. That's why he was able to build one house.
Yeah, because the road comes off Darrington.
Yeah. His drive, at
What-
the moment, his
now,
driveway
I'm
comes off
confused.
Darrington.
What are we releasing then? Pastrias?
Master's lot.
Releasing them all, I think.
Why don't you
Well-
release the whole thing, it's the bond is for the.
Well, because you gotta put in, you have to reference it on the Form J, Frank, you know, what we're releasing.
Yeah.
So when you do the Form J, you gotta put what you want on there.
Well, it's going to be the lots on their plan and the lots on the Mastria plan.
Right,
How many lots are in your plan?
6 lots.
Yeah. 6 lots, and then Mastria has 3
Three,
lots.
3 lots. Okay.
Yeah.
So just make sure you reference those, but
Even
the,
though there's a, is that considered a road from Campbell Court to the
Right.
Mastria lot?
That third Mastria lot is actually more
they got
a driveway. It wasn't, that's not covered under the bond.
Frontage on
No.
Campbell Court.
So that
Well, it's
is-
not covered under a covenant. Mastria's 3 lots aren't covered under the covenant.
because,
They never asked for one, and they didn't have to because they don't own the road.
So
This is a little confusing, for how they even do it.
the road to the Mastria lots is not a road?
Well, at the
the main
moment,
road is,
It's
Campbell.
Campbell Court.
Right, I'm saying, but there's a road from Campbell Court to the Mastria lots, isn't there?
No.
Just,
No.
well, there is to the one lot out back on the
yeah,
third
that's,
lot.
that's part of the subdivision.
Yeah.
So that's a private road, and wouldn't have, any covenant it would have would be when they, whatever we put in place, but it wouldn't be released under this.
So only the 2 lots would be released, not the Mastria lot, is that what you're
No.
saying?
The
all
two that
lots.
front on Campbell Court and, the 2 Mastria lots that front on Campbell Court and the rest of Campbell Court. Frank's must have already been released, he got a building permit.
No, he got it because he's on Darrington.
Oh, okay.
That's why he has a occupancy permit.
Oh, he has frontage on Darrington?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, this driveway comes from Darrington.
They call that a long driveway.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
long driveway.
It
There-
certainly
It's a long
is.
driveway.
It may be the
Road.
longest driveway in Raynham.
Yeah.
Okay, so just get us Form J and,
Well, I make a motion that we release all lots on the Campbell Court subdivision plan, and there are 6 of them.
6, if you're not, include last year's?
That's not on the Campbell Court subdivision plan. So on your subdivision plan, there are 6 lots, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And that we've released the 3 lots, which actually aren't under covenant,
No.
but we'll release them anyway.
to 2 lots.
No, 3 on Mastria.
Why are we releasing the third one?
Well, number
It's not
one,
gonna
we
be
don't
about
have a
that.
covenant on it.
So what are we releasing then?
Well, just to make it clear, well, we need to release the lots on Campbell Court, not because we care about them being released, but because we have the money to build the road, which they're giving us all the money to build the road.
I understand that.
So then, because we wouldn't let Mastria build on a lot until the money was put up to finish the road. But he has no
Who's gonna finish the
control.
road, by the way?
Who's gonna finish it?
Yeah.
We will,
Well, they will, it's their
You
road.
will?
yeah.
All right, go ahead, do which one?
Okay. Motion to release the 6 lots on Campbell Court that are under covenant, and just to make it clear, to release the 3 lots on the Mastria Ransom Estates Road subdivision. Noting that we have received a cash bond, is it, or a
It's a certified bank check.
certified bank check cash bond for the 109,000 whatever that our town engineer has said is necessary to complete the road.
109,608.
109,608.
And having heard a second, all in favor? Aye.
Abstain.
Who seconded? I didn't catch it.
Doug, yes.
Russ? And then 2 yes and 1 abstain?
Yep.
Okay.
Is it a majority of the votes, or it is a majority of the board that is needed?
Majority of the board.
Majority of the board,
Yeah.
so we don't have a vote.
Then that doesn't.
Oh,
count.
yes, you do. It's, where, the board is sitting right here, the 3 of us.
Okay. Fine. And that we will sign a Form J when it's presented to us, and it does not have to be at a meeting.
Who has to sign it? All of us?
Well,
Okay.
3
So-
of us.
Okay, so, you'll just call us when you get it.
Mhm.
Is that okay?
You want to check this? It's planned, you can just get it filled out.
And make sure it's done right.
We'll check the lots on the plans.
That was an easy one, huh? Next up, lot releases at George
Isn't that the
Estate.
west line?
I don't know, I don't see him here.
No, it's in here either.
Joseph Aruna.
He didn't answer my phone call, my message,
Okay,
Lot release.
And what's our time to act?
June 30th.
Well, we're supposed to do it.
Hmm?
If they don't show up, what do we do?
Continue to June 7th.
now, concerning George Estates, we have received, I don't know how long ago, a tripartite agreement in place of the covenant, but there was never a release of the lots from the covenant. So we have before us a request to release all of the lots in the subdivision. Does anybody have any questions on that?
Is all the roads completed?
Well, how far along is the,
No, it's still the same stage. We put the curving. We've done some work, but it's not been accepted yet. That's why that agreement's still in place.
All right, so we have a bond in place,
Yes.
and therefore we're releasing the covenants?
we have a tripartite agreement.
And how long have we had that?
We've had it for a while, and one of the lots was released, was it lot 10?
2 lots.
2, was it 2?
Yeah, this was
Wasn't, didn't we do one last year?
Yeah.
Well, we have a Form J for lot 10 only.
Yeah,
Okay. Now, why did we just release one
2009.
instead of all of them?
because I think I don't know what I did with the paperwork, but somehow I didn't record the Form J. In a meeting, we released them, but somehow I didn't get it to the registry.
Oh, really? Because I don't have a copy of it, really.
No,
So how many lots are there now?
10.
And we're releasing all of them?
We're actually, I have 12 lots altogether.
Are we releasing all of them?
Yes.
Because you didn't record the Form J on the previous 2 we released?
Yes.
tripartite agreement amount based upon a current estimate?
2009, this is from July of 2009, so I don't know.
Yeah,
how
more
to do the
work's been
estimate.
done since that estimate. That one
To
didn't
bring
have
it
all,
down?
yeah.
John?
We just haven't come into, we're
You're
gonna
doing so?
put the sidewalks in, I think within the next couple of weeks, so then I'm gonna come back in and get it reduced.
Do we have review fees for it, for Mitch to estimate the?
I didn't look, but I believe we do. I'll check on that. I might have to get in touch with him.
So,
How long ago did you put the,
That's about,
how long ago did you put the binder down?
a couple years ago. Yeah, that's, the binder's been down for a couple
But-
years.
we have a letter from 2007, July 16, 2007, which is almost 5 years ago, saying that the estimate is 272, 673. That included a 30% contingency. And tell me, what part of the road has been done? Do you have the top course on? now?
Top course ain't on it, all the curbing's in.
Top course is in?
No, curbing, all the curbing's in.
How about the binder? Is that in?
Binder's in.
And that,
curbing's in.
so you have all the crushed stone and stuff underneath?
The trees haven't been planted, because there's no one there really to maintain them. We're gonna do the curbing, and now that we have a couple houses,
The curbing wasn't even included, so it must have been done before.
That's 5 years old, that estimate?
I think
Yeah.
the curbing is on the,
No.
How is the binder holding up?
It is, I'm sorry.
Does it need to have anything done to it if it's going to be a few more years before you do your
it's not gonna be a
top?
few more, we're at the stage where we're just gonna, this fall's gonna be topped.
You're going to do it although you haven't sold a lot of houses in there?
Well, we've got 3 now going.
Do you want to approve it subject to an approval from Schmidt?
Well, I'd like to see the tripartite agreement.
I have it. I'm sorry.
In the two projects
Thank you.
here.
Schmidt's is at the bottom.
We're working on
That's the signed copy,
currently,
right? I have 2 signed copies.
we've run into problems in terms of the quality of the binder. Those were both 8 years old. And in King's Estate, there was issues, extra costs associated with repairing the binder before they put the top coat down, so I
Mhm.
would recommend it.
Well, that's why I asked
That's-
the question.
There's no problems with the binder out there. That road isn't built like those other ones.
I'm just a little bit uneasy because I haven't been out there to look at it.
Dan's just been out there recently.
Yeah, but Dan's not here tonight.
No, I know.
Is this something that can wait till the next meeting?
Really can't, because I was trying to close on a lot for the last 3 weeks, and it seems like every day they get some agreement that comes up. Maybe if you could just release lot 3, that would be fine, and you could go out there and take a look at it, get that.
That works for me.
Okay.
And then that way, in the next couple of weeks, when I have the
Yeah, can we have
sidewalk
John,
was supposed to be
yeah,
done.
can we have John Schmidt go down?
Yeah, yeah.
Just to, you tell him to give us a new estimate.
Can you hold off on having John Schmidt go down until I have the sidewalk?
Sure.
done? That way you can do it in
Well,
one shot?
Whatever you want.
Okay.
Just coordinate with
Yeah.
Mel.
Do we have some whiteout?
I'll get downstairs.
You can, you don't like scratching?
There's a lot of scratching.
Okay.
When the sidewalks.
Do you want another Form J? Is that easier?
Sometimes requires to see the
just.
grading under the sidewalk before it's poured.
Yeah, I
So-
coordinate that with Roger.
No, I mean John Schmidt. Generally, John Schmidt would take a look at.
Oh, okay.
With the grading below, going down. So you might, before you do that. just
I'll call John
yeah,
too, if you want.
Yeah. No, I need to call.
Oh,
So,
you need to call. All right, and I'll call you.
He's insisted on
Mr. Chairman, what are we doing with our 6:30 hearing?
You guys want me to call on the cell phone?
Yeah.
I guess we'll give them a couple minutes and see if they're going to show.
Marilyn, have you heard from Metro West
No.
VW?
No.
We
She's
presumed they
tried-
were coming
she's
because,
tried several times.
I know, I spoke to Maureen this afternoon, and she called them. Do we want to continue this if they don't show up, or do
they
we?
aren't here within about 10 minutes. We'll be continuing it to a later date.
Okay. The time to act is June 30th, so I suggest we put it on the first meeting in
First
June.
meeting, yeah.
What lot did you want?
Just 3. Thank you.
I make a motion then, or I amend my motion to release only Lot 3.
Second the amendment on your motion.
All those in favor of the motion as amended?
Aye.
Aye.
3?
Yep. Thing doesn't work very well, does it?
You have to press down on it and give it a minute,
Give it a minute.
a couple of times, just.
Obviously, you don't use one of those at work because you don't make mistakes.
That's right. We make no mistakes at my office.
Yeah, I know how to work it.
We have the tape, and that's really good.
Pardon me?
We have the tape.
Oh, I find I'm just not coordinated enough to use that.
I'm not even.
It goes all over the place.
I end up whiting out everything with that.
I much prefer the little pen.
Well, you have a few things for us while I work on this, and we wait for the Metro West to see if they're going to show?
Only that I spoke to Mark Perrin at Aspen Hollow, and he indicated to me via a phone message today that he has a contract with Teal Edwards, and he expects to have the top coat down on that road. by the- T.E. Edwards, by the second week in June. So, and he's meeting Chris Gallagher out there about some sewer connection issues, so. Because I called him last week and said, spring, we'd like to know when this is going to be paid, so. He's now saying by the second week in June.
And this is with the top coat?
Yep. And there's trees that need to be planted there as well, so.
Needs to get those in.
Yeah.
It's past time.
So, and then King's Estates is nearly done, but as I said, I spoke to the Jason from Lopes, and he says that he cannot seem to reach the bond company either. I can't reach them, and he can't seem to get an answer from them. He's got a couple of things he needs to know, how many trees they need to plant, because if you recall, we cut back on the trees to cover the cost of some repairs to the binder. Some of those repair materials weren't used because they weren't available, so there should be a credit, so we need to know how many trees are going to be planted, and then the final as-built and the survey and as-built. So I don't know why they're not answering their phone.
Okay,
Can I put them only after this lot 3?
sure. Well, Aspen Hollow, this is about the third spring in a row that it's going to be done. So hopefully this will be the year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Record this, so they don't lose it.
Yes, thank you.
And then get a copy so you can bring to your closing for the title attorney.
And like I said, Teal Edwards has already given me, measured everything out. They just haven't given me a set date on when they want to do the binder, so when they have that, they're actually going to fine grade it. So I'll coordinate with you that. I imagine they go one day and grade it, and the next day they're
You're talking about sidewalk?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. I'll contact John and let him know that he's gonna expect to hear from either me or you.
All calls will go through you, I don't want to upset them. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Okay. I make a motion that we waive the reading and approve the minutes of April 19th, 2012.
Seconded.
Having heard a second, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay, and you covered King Estates and Aspen Hollow. Signed town meeting report.
Yeah, do you have it? Is it in front of you, Henry?
I do not have it.
This is the usual, I put it back in.
Is that the bond? Oh, the agreement bond?
Before we lose it.
It's here, I will find it.
Okay. We have correspondence regarding Bella Estates. Is that why you're still sitting here? Okay.
What is Bella Estates?
Well,
Oh, is that the one John was in last week on, 2 weeks ago?
yes,
The condo things?
and John Doblin submitted that agreement that he agreed to the conditions. The board had wanted something from him.
Oh, okay.
That's why you have a copy of that.
Okay.
Where do we have that?
It's in your packet there.
Oh, this letter from John?
Yeah, agreeing to the conditions.
We,
Oh, I see,
we,
it's on it's on the side.
yes, we,
We're saving.
they asked for some modifications, minor modifications, and we gave them some of what they wanted. And so we required, and they have given us a letter dated May 9th saying that they agree to our conditions. Okay?
Okay.
Do you have anything you want to talk about on Bella Estates?
They wanted to move the building 12 feet to the right.
So we got to start all over again,
I
eh?
don't know, we got that.
Huh?
It's debatable.
Okay.
That's the way.
Debatable?
Well,
He was the one that picked it up, so.
okay. And your name is?
We
Your
can't,
name is? Okay.
we can't act on any of this tonight because it wasn't posted. But we can hear it, but we can't do anything
Oh,
tonight.
oh,
This is the one that was approved 2 weeks ago.
oh. Okay.
And when we laid out the buildings to dig, we realized how tight we were for the next buildings.
Okay.
We found out that we had
Are there any buildings there?
No,
So how do you know you're, quote, tight against the other buildings?
roads are already, roads are
the
already.
roads in.
Oh, the roads are in.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
maybe,
want to shift this.
maybe I'll go down and
shift
look
this
at
building
it.
over 12 feet.
It's hard to figure
2
this
weeks
one
ago,
out.
the agreement, I think gives us a better split between the buildings. We've moved the parking lot from over here to over here, which allows us to, it's approved, move that
That
over.
was 2 weeks before.
Yeah.
Now, this building is going to have,
We just have to sign.
oh, that's the previous.
That was the
Okay,
previous, yeah.
okay.
It's just moved,
Yeah.
Mr. Broadway is back here, we just want to move it.
Where it was.
It's just a few feet.
So, what is this parking for?
That's what it's going
Now, these lots, or these units, they're going to have garages.
Right.
So this is just for guests or
Guest
whatever?
parking or whatever.
Okay, well, that's good to have some extra.
Yeah.
Too many condo places have not enough
So
parking.
So that, this way we
Yep.
would have more room for the yard on this one.
Okay. I don't see any problem with it.
Chris, I talked to Chris about it, he said it wouldn't be any problem.
Yep. So Henry and Maureen, this needs to be put on the agenda for the next hearing?
You can tell them if you have any problems with it.
I can't imagine any of us have any problems with
Yeah.
it, but you need to be on the agenda properly for us to actually approve it.
Any changes he needs to make or anything, or is that
Just
sufficient?
moving it over 12 feet, which is pretty minor. How many acres is the site? 20, 30, 40, yeah. And the road's already in, so you're just moving it within the,
Yeah.
no, I can't imagine we'll have any problems. It'll, I'm sure, be approved next meeting.
Do you ask Maureen to put it on for next, for June 7th?
Do it right now,
Here.
6 o'clock?
I'm
6
just
o'clock.
curious. We said it had, you came in to have it moved back so many feet. But like-
According to the plan.
Straight back to the side, but like, it doesn't really,
Oh, no, this
Well, we
was,
had a red line plan the last
Yeah.
time we talked about it.
okay, we had something that went,
It's just the red line.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, and so now this is another change in that, but Henry's right, unless it's on the agenda, it
Okay.
can't actually be voted. And we need items, 2 days before, posted, 2 days
We went to
before.
dig it yesterday. and we
Send us a
found out
letter
that
as to what they-
it'd be better if it
Maybe we
was
could have them right
for the next bill.
for the final.
Yeah.
The other thing, Frank, it's always a good thing
Yeah.
to send us a letter asking what you want to do so we can approve your letter. Or your engineer can do it, or whatever. It doesn't have to be more than 2 sentences long, just explaining what you want.
We have been in there, we cleaned up a lot of the area out back, put the couches out of there. And we're gonna start the landscape, if you will, so it looks nice as you drive in.
okay. Great. Yeah, thank you. We have a certificate of action for 343 Broadway. Is there anything to discuss on that?
We're hoping to put a foundation in next week, that's kind of out of the way.
Better hope you got a friendly board on June 7th.
I mean, the board's already told you what they're going to do, so, you can take a calculated risk if you want.
Yeah.
You're taking a chance, but I don't,
I mean, I
I mean-
don't think anyone's going to appeal our, decision, but,
you don't have a problem, I don't have a problem, he doesn't have
No,
a
I
problem.
don't have a problem, but the neighbor may have, what I'm saying is, you always take a chance.
Oh, yeah,
Someone's
you take
gonna
a
show up
chance.
And say,
Yeah, sure.
that's gonna block my view, and, and so you just never know. And that's the reason it has to be on the agenda, so it's posted.
How you getting along with him?
Yeah, because, I remember when this first started, you weren't involved. It was somebody else, I
I don't
forget
want
who
to be
it
involved,
was.
but I am now.
Yeah, we actually had a lot of neighbors come out from the other side of the street. This is a long time ago, before the recession.
Well,
What I specifically
it was
remember-
Mr. Antosha, and there is, as you know, water down the back. There's a stream that runs through there, and there are people along the way who get water in their basements and backyards and things from that stream overflowing. And supposedly that's been worked on, but they,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hill Street College.
they did have lots of issues back when this was before
So
us.
you don't really want to do anything, without doing it right, so you don't get hurt.
We actually did have someone call, didn't we?
Yeah, the neighbors are aware that there's changes, so they've called and asked what the changes are. So they're watching.
So, just to cover yourself,
Okay.
just do things, the way they should be done.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Certificate of action on 343 Broadway.
What would that be?
Hmm?
What's 343 Broadway?
It's a corner of King Philip and.
Corner of King
Gas
Philip
station.
gas
gas
station,
station?
which is going to be more of a convenience store gas station.
Yeah, they've been working on that a lot. I go by there every day, from work. They're working on the inside now. It looks certainly an improvement over what it
Yeah.
was.
Yes.
Yeah,
A huge improvement.
yeah.
We have a certificate of action, anything to talk about, or we just need Chris to sign it?
We'll just have Chris sign it if you approve it. The applicant wanted something for the record.
Okay.
from Maryland.
I think David
Oh,
Case
that's right, the,
represented them, if I recall.
The curbing.
he was
the
in
granite.
concerning the curbing, which is going to be changing when Walmart works on the, The original approved plan called for complete upgrades to the intersection of King Philip and Broadway, including installation of granite curbing. It is expected that Walmart will undertake improvements to the intersection in the coming year as required by Mass DOT. The Raynham Planning Board will allow the change from granite to a temporary asphalt berm at the corner according to plan and in accordance with the letter dated April 10, 2012 from Attorney David Gay.
So that letter should be attached.
Okay.
I make a motion that we approve the certificate of action as set forth on the May 17, 2012 certificate.
No, I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye, okay. Now, the only thing we have left is Metro West Volkswagen site plan, where we had a 6:30 public hearing, and they're not here.
And could you note the time, Mr. Chairman?
I will note that the time is 6:50.
Obviously, they're not appearing. For the record, Maureen did call them this afternoon, and they have not responded. Time to act is June 30th, so I suggest we put this on for 6:30 on June 7th. And if they don't appear at that hearing, I suggest that we probably have no choice but to deny it.
Right. What do we have on for the next meeting?
For June 7th, we have Bella Estates at 6 o'clock.
Okay. Why don't we put this on at 6:05,
Okay.
just in case we don't have much and they don't show? We'll be done with it.
Sound
Sounds
just
good.
like a second to me.
Okay.
Okay, so the public hearing,
Public hearing is opened and continued
to,
to June 7th, 2012 at 6:05 PM.
you have that?
I do.
This is all signed.
Is there anything else to come before the board? Hearing nothing, the meeting is adjourned.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.